The connection that happens between the women is pretty incredible. There's an energy that is built in learning that dance style together and coming together and finding a way to communicate without actually speaking.
When I'm dancing, I feel something, and I don't know how else to describe it other than an energy and a connectedness. And it's opened my mind to just a lot of different ideas.
The coolest thing about it is it's so generational. We each kind of represent a different generation, and yet we get along so well. We have so much fun. We feel sometimes like we're reading each other's minds. And I think that's one of the neatest experiences about this dance in general for everyone, is that everybody from young to old can participate in it, and you have this common bond.
And they really just break down what this dance is all about, which has been huge for me unfolding. I mean, I didn't really understand it right away, you know, being somebody who's very used to individual dancing and working on what I can do. Coming together with these people and creating something was just such a huge bonding moment.
My dance sisters have brought me out of some of the darkest times of my life. The long backstory, made really short, is I had a difficult childhood. I was picked on a lot in school, and my parents, particularly my mom, she was emotionally abusive. And long story short, starting in high school, I just stopped eating. So high school and college and graduate school, I just didn't eat, and I would go from 80 pounds to 160 pounds down to 80 pounds, depending on if I was in treatment or if I was resisting treatment. And so I put myself through this torturous process of trying to be perfect. And I was a perfectionist, and everything is straight A's. I was always hard on myself. And then I came to this dance where, and it's still to this day, kind of the only aspect of my life where I let myself screw up and make mistakes and really be myself shamelessly. And the thought that there are other people out there that aren't even my family who accept me and love me really unconditionally, despite my faults, in some cases maybe because of them, it's reaffirming.
At a recent festival event, a student of ours asked me if when I go to bed at night, when I put my pillow down to sleep at night, or put my head down on my pillow to sleep at night, do I realize all the good that I'm doing for these women? As she patiently awaited my answer, in my pause, that moment took me back to a dark time in my childhood. One that, as far as I know, was a single incident. but I'd never dealt with it until I was in college. And so when I did, I always had the hope and the dream of being able to relieve other people of that burden. I didn't know how I would. I didn't know, I thought about lecture halls or going out and speaking to people, and I was sharing this with this student, and I looked her in the eye and I said, after all of that hope and dream over the years and not really knowing exactly how I would do that, this has been so much better.
I think the empowerment part of belly dance is that it does take a certain amount of bravery to just go ahead, put these outfits on, do these movements, and then do them with a group of women, and you have to follow someone precisely. And I think once you've accomplished that and you feel yourself starting to do that, there's such a great satisfaction, and it starts building self-confidence, and you find out that the other women are accepting of you, whether you make mistakes or not. So that really starts building the confidence, building your self-worth. And I think that's probably the biggest empowerment.
I am really, really glad that I found the troupe that I did, because it's very, very clear from the very beginning what our dance is about, and it's for us, it's for the women, and I'm just so grateful that these are the women that I found to dance with, because it is something that is very sexualized in our culture, and it's just very nice to get a breather from that and know that this dance that I cultivate is for me and for my sisters.
It's overwhelming to think of how cruel women are to themselves and each other, and how this dance form has brought me and my dance sisters out of that world. It's kind of lifted us up or pulled us aside and smacked us in the face and said, hey, that's stupid, you're all beautiful, you're all human, you've all worked so hard to get where you are, you've all struggled through so much, different stories, everyone's struggled. Why are you adding more struggle when you don't have to? So belly dance has made me appreciate women's stories, women's histories, women's backgrounds, and to understand that they are beautiful because of who they are.
You grow with these women, and the support that you can see through other women is just incredible. And your self journey, your journey with these other women, it becomes this moment of empowerment that you didn't know existed. It was, you walk through the door, you might not have known what you were doing, but in the end you find that you can do this, and you believe in yourself, you believe in what you are on this journey for.